Welcome to this video titled Tips and Tricks for Virtual Learning Success. In this video, we will discuss multiple interactive learning styles you can use to differentiate learning in order to make your virtual classroom more pleasant and rewarding. The information in this video was prepared by the TUSD Student Relations Department. With that in mind, let's begin. Let's start with a quick definition: differentiation. What does that mean to you as an educator? How would that look in your classroom? Differentiation means tailoring instruction to meet individual needs. Whether teachers differentiate content, process, products, or the learning environment, the use of ongoing assessment and flexible grouping makes this a successful approach to instruction. So what are some ways to incorporate differentiation into pedagogy? It may look different based on what grade or grade band you teach, but there are basic concepts that overreach throughout. Incorporate mystery into your lessons. Think like your favorite TV shows and use cliffhangers. A student's natural curiosity will fuel a return to the topic the next day in order to see what will happen. Avoid repeating classroom materials, if at all possible. Steer clear of black and white worksheet-type documents for visual aids. Incorporate colorful graphics and vivid print. Embed links when relevant and necessary. Remember, not all students learn the same, so the more options you use to present your material increases the likelihood that you will reach every student in some way. Create flexible lesson plans that are customizable between hands-on learners and visual learners. Lighten it up. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to student learning. Allow yourself the freedom to fail and the ability to adapt if necessary. Make your lessons interactive. You can create classroom games or issue challenges to elicit a response from the class. You can also try something simple, like a random class generator that calls on students to answer questions. The more choices you give students, the more ownership they will have over their learning. Relate materials to your students' lives. Use what you know about them to repurpose the lessons in creative ways, such as a homemade news article about something relating to them that the students have never seen before. Most of all, have fun. Differentiation is all about trying multiple approaches to see what works. Don't be afraid to fail in doing so, which can lead to fun and exciting new places into your classroom. How do we adapt the idea of differentiation so we can apply it to classroom settings of today, which may look completely different than when we first began as educators? Virtual teaching has been incorporated into our lives, which has been the source of anxiety for educators who are struggling to adapt. The more we embrace the tools that virtual teaching has to offer, the better we can apply differentiation into a virtual classroom setting to still achieve a flexible, interactive, and engaging environment for our students. Additionally, interactive virtual teaching has some advantages over the traditional classroom. It makes it easier to measure the accomplishments of student work, and it incorporates more practice into the learning process. If implemented correctly, virtual teaching can be fun and may even improve student motivation and overall engagement. After all, technology comprises a huge role in the lives of our students today, whether we like it or not. If we as educators can harness the tools available to our interactive virtual teaching environment, we can reach our students in new ways. Educators are blessed, or cursed, with the ability to multitask thanks to the pace of the daily routine. Virtual learning environments beg for this technique, since teachers in a virtual classroom need to be masters of both the curriculum being taught and the technology being used to teach it. Classroom management is paramount for this reason. Establishing a positive classroom climate with a clear set of rules in the early weeks of learning is one key element to keeping your virtual classroom running efficiently. It is important to reach out first to families of students during this period as well, in order to establish a line of communication for the rest of the year so you can keep them up to date with their students' progress, behavior, etc. Allow time for student input into the classroom rules piece to ensure your students properly buy into the virtual environment. If they have a say in the classroom rules, they will take ownership in their learning. Don't forget, you can refer to your school's PBIS system if supports to help manage negative and positive behavior. Take the time to learn Zoom settings so that you can help students with situations such as camera or microphone issues, Wi-Fi disruptions, and how to set up a background to minimize distractions for the rest of the class. Make sure you have a protocol for situations out of your control, such as a loss of internet. Finally, make sure you work in a well-lit, quiet room so that your students can see and hear you clearly. Let's give a brief rundown of several virtual teaching apps you can use to enhance your virtual learning classroom. Kahoot is a game-based learning platform that makes it easy to create, share, and play learning games or trivia quizzes in just minutes. Unleash the fun in classrooms, offices, and living rooms. Pear Deck is an interactive presentation tool used to actively engage students in individual and social learning. Teachers create presentations using their Google Drive account. Nearpod helps educators make any lesson interactive, whether in the classroom or virtual. A teacher can create interactive presentations that can contain quizzes, polls, videos, collaboration boards, and more. Simpletivity shares productivity tips, technology apps, time management ideas, and more. If you would like to watch awesome video tutorials for these apps and more, we have included a downloadable PowerPoint titled 2020-2021 Interactive Teaching Videos in the Student Relations Discipline folder under our Fantastic Resources tab in What Works. Specialized virtual teaching apps are a great way to implement differentiation into a virtual classroom. But what if the virtual world still has you terrified overall? All of these applications and tutorials can get overwhelming real quick, which is why it is important to seek help if you think you need it. Meet with your site's IT rep or teacher technology liaison to ask for more tips regarding technology and using certain apps or equipment. With the right tools, you can do some incredible things in a virtual classroom. For instance, using multiple web cameras allows you to toggle between you and the necessary visual aids without deactivating your camera in between. The Zoom platform allows for a multiple camera setup. You can also implement PowerPoint into a Zoom lesson or create screencasts of pre-recorded lessons. Screencasts in other programs, such as Microsoft Teams, allow students to create, collaborate, and share all kinds of media. As we mentioned earlier, establishing a positive classroom climate with a clear set of rules in the early weeks of learning is one key element to keeping your virtual classroom running efficiently. Additionally, let's take a moment to look over 5 other key behavioral tips that can help make your virtual classroom more pleasant and rewarding. Establish a routine. Just like a physical classroom, students feel more confident and comfortable when procedures are predictable. Use restorative conversations and check-in circles to stay on top of student discipline. This will help in building relationships and your virtual community overall. Be inclusive. Encourage students to have a conversation with one another, especially if their answers differ. Use Zoom polls in chat to allow everyone to participate. Creating a positive and friendly atmosphere depends on you. Be easygoing and open-minded, but also stick to your established norms. Students like teachers who are friendly but firm. And don't forget to establish a virtual classroom incentive system to praise your student effort. Most virtual learning apps already have this, but creating your own in addition can help. You can even allow your students to provide input on what it looks like so that they have more ownership over achieving the incentives. The shift to virtual and hybrid learning environments has been a learning experience for us all. We want to let you know that we are here to help. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the TUSD Student Relations Department. Also, make sure to check out our other resource materials in the Student Relations Discipline folder under our Fantastic Resources tab in What Works. Most of all, thank you, teachers, for being empathetic, responsive, caring, dedicated, and devoted to our students.